Hey, welcome back, guys. It's been a while since you see my hands. Anyways, I haven't put out a video in a long time, but I wanted to do some more Papercuts stuff. And without further ado, I'm just gonna jump into it. Today we're gonna be doing some Mondo Castlevania records. They're really awesome. They're really well produced. They're put together really well. Mondo does great work. Their customer service sucks a little bit, so hopefully you don't have to deal with that. But other than that, they got some really great products, and all this Konami stuff that they've done has been freaking awesome. So yeah. Anyways, then jump right into it here. We got the first Castlevania soundtrack. Each one of these come with this little, I don't know what you call this. It's like a little, I don't know, spine protector, like half dust jacket. I don't know what it is, but there's a term for it. I'm sure you can tell me in the comment section that I'm ignorant to it. But anyways, yeah, they come with some pretty neat stuff. Just information on them, tells you what's coming soon on the back. Now, this first one is a 10-inch, and so is the second one. And the reason being is because there's not a whole lot on it, but it is a gatefold. And I'll tell you what, the artwork for these are amazing. You've got a map legend here, and it basically tells you, you know, what all the stuff is from the game, like food and stuff you'd find in the instruction manual. That's kind of neat. And it's got the entire map. You know, you fight the bat, and then Medusa, and the Mummy, come over to Frankenstein, and Death, and then Dracula, which is pretty cool. So, I mean, it's a pretty cool rendition of the map, the way that it's done. The back has Medusa on it, along with the track listing, which is pretty neat. And then this is actually the record itself then, is all of these are on colored wax. There's different versions you can get, but I got a lot of, this one's on red vinyl. So there you have Dracula's face, and then on the back you have him with a bat covered in blood, which is pretty cool. And there's some really good songs on here. As you're currently listening to it, I actually did rips of these as I was doing the prep for this episode, and I think some of the music on here is really good. It's a good intro to the series. They did really well with the music, and you know, like Vampire Killer. I mean, it's been around since the very first game, so that's on pretty much all of these. There are various renditions of Vampire Killer. So yeah, give it a listen and let me know what you think. I think the audio quality on these are really well too. I mean, that's the big thing. So yeah, these retail anywhere to like 20 to 30 bucks for a 10-inch, which is a little expensive, but honestly, in my opinion, if you're a fan of the series, it's well worth it. So that's the first one. The second one we're going to look at is Simon's Quest. And again, it has a little spine thing on it. It's pretty cool. It's got artwork featured by Eric Powell. And let me give you the credits, the art credits. Becky Clunan did the artwork to the other one. So yeah, and I really like the artwork to this one, especially on the record itself, on the record sticker. But then again, you got the map again, and this is the crazy map that you're supposed to know where you're going on the NES game, which is ridiculous. So, but it's pretty neat. You can tell a lot of people they spent a lot of time on this. And on the back you got a werewolf, which is pretty neat. Original video game soundtrack music by Konami, Kyuka Club, Kyo Club. I don't know how to say that. I'm not Japanese, so probably sound like a moron right now. But yeah, it's definitely is remastered for vinyl by James Plockton. And here's what I was talking about, the artwork on the record itself, which I thought was really cool. You've got like the old man that runs the riverboat. And this is on green wax, which is really neat looking. I really like the color of the wax they did and the translucence behind it. It's got a neat like sheen to it. And what's neat about this one, and I wasn't aware that there was a difference. I always was aware that there was a difference for Castlevania 3 between the Famicom and the NES, but there's also special Famicom music that got released in Japan that was different to the NES version. So side A is the NES version, and then when you flip it over to side B, it's the entire soundtrack on side B as well, but the Famicom versions. And you got Death on the other side there, which is pretty neat. And the Famicom music's pretty interesting. I'll let you listen to it right now. Okay, now this one I was really excited for. This is Castlevania 3, and this is a 12-inch release. This one's really neat. The artwork was done by Sachin Tang, and is available for the first time on vinyl ever. Only you can stop Dracula from drawing first blood. And on the back it lets you know that there's other Mondo releases, which are pretty neat. Again, some of these retail $30. A lot of them are out of print, so you may not be able to find them, so they end up going for a lot more. I just want to look at the artwork here. This is pretty neat. And again, like Simon's Quest, this actually has two different versions of the soundtrack, the NES and the Famicom version, and they're a bit different, mainly because of the audio tracks. There's 2 extra audio channels on the Famicom, which always allowed you to have more playroom with what you were doing. So here we go. Here's the inside. This is also a gatefold. This has like diagrams of the clock tower and the forest, the pirate ship, Colosseum, and then of course Dracula's tower. And on the back, it's got some pretty cool artwork as well. Pretty abstract, it's interesting, but you got like everything in here. You got the bat, you got the mummy, you got the Minotaur, one of the like bone dragons, you got Frankenstein in there, and then that's all falling out of Dracula's head. You also have the Cyclops. Don't want to forget about him. There's Death, and I don't see Medusa, but I'm sure if I look, she's probably in here somewhere. Anyways, go ahead and pull the records out. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this upside down. I'm trying a new format here. Upside down for you, right side up for me. So here is the NES version. This is on orange wax. So you got side A and then side B. and they're all pretty much the same. The stickers look the same and everything. And then we'll pull out the other record here so you can give it a look. And this is I always love this version better, which is why whenever I did the rips for this, I only did side C and D because I love the Famicom version of this. It's, in my opinion, far superior to the NES version. So yeah, this is the Famicom version. There you go. And that's on orange wax, which I think contrasts pretty well. I don't know why they used orange other than, I guess, the font in the game title itself when the cover art was orange. So that'd be my guess. But anyways, yes, pretty interesting looking artwork, and it's pretty neat. Okay, so here we are coming up to the end of part 1 in this 2-part video. Final record here for that. Super Castlevania 4. And one of the things I thought immediately that jumped out at me, which, I mean, unless you're like a fanboy of Nintendo, you probably wouldn't notice something like this. But right here on the cover protector thing I was telling you about, the spine protector or whatever it is, these little dots and then this purple stripe. And that is exactly like a Super Nintendo game. And they put that on there. Just the level of detail that they put into these things is just stupid little stuff like that is so neat to me. I don't know that somebody actually had the thought to do that. So yeah, this is a Super Nintendo exclusive, and you got art by Genolab. So I don't know who Genolab is, but I don't know. That's pretty cool artwork, I'll tell you that. So you got Simon on the front with the cross, and then this is also a gatefold. All of these are gatefolds, with the exception of one, which you'll see in part 2. You got the map from the other ones showing up in here just like before, which is pretty neat. And it's done that like Mode 7 3D mapping that was only on the Super Nintendo, but they kind of did it, you know, cartoony, but it's still done from that perspective. And then on the back you've got a blonde Dracula sitting on his throne. And you got Simon's whip, and he's meeting up with him. And then of course you got all the track listings and the lengths and the numbers, and on them. So this is a 45. The other ones, the two 10 inches were 45 speed, and then the Castlevania 3, those were 33s, and these are 45s. So this is a double album, double pressing, and these are 45s. And this is on, why, I don't know. I know they have different releases of this, but on the one that I have is on blue wax, which is pretty cool. So you got side A there. It's got a pretty cool sticker to it. I'll hold that up a little bit closer so you can see it. And then we got side B, just Simon fighting a dragon, which is pretty cool. It's probably kind of dark, I don't know if you can see it or not. And then side C, you've got a giant skeleton shooting a tongue out. That's Simon, which is pretty awesome looking. And then on side D, you've got like a giant, like, demon looking thing coming at him there, which I think is pretty cool. And all these have great audio quality, and yeah, they're really worth listening to. And honestly, if you're into records and you're into video games, I can't even imagine why you wouldn't want these. So they're awesome. They're great quality. Every time I listen to them, they got the nostalgia level that pops up for me. Is just great. I sit back and think of all the times that, when I'm playing them and stuff. When I was younger, and even since, just I just love the music. It's great music. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and stick around for part 2 whenever I get around to putting it out. I'm going to be doing more videos. It's not going to be all vinyl. It'll probably be more like magazines and stuff like it was before. And I'll probably be swapping back and forth because I've actually gotten quite a bit of vinyl over the last year. Video game vinyl. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed this, and expect to see more come out of the channel. Have a good day, and if you like this, subscribe and share.